You are better than Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd is the best fighter in his era, and I feel like I'm the best.
I am. He has all the same long arms, like I said, southpaw, right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style he don't care about that. He's trying to get you.
Floyd Mayweather is raising the stakes as he was spotted pulling up on Terence Crawford. He is now openly calling for a showdown in 2026. Mayweather, who hasn't stepped into a professional ring since 2017, entered the spotlight of public attention, confronting Crawford and laying claim to one last legendary fight. The revelation has already sparked wild debates among boxing voices and fans, pushing two eras of greatness onto a direct collision path for what could become one of the sport's most unforgettable spectacles.
Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay. I'm just asking. Because Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody. I'm going to always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Terence Crawford didn't hold back when asked about being compared to Floyd Mayweather. He shut it down instantly, declaring, "Floyd was the greatest of his era. I'm the greatest of my era. There's no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me." After decisively dismantling Canelo, Crawford made it clear that his journey and his legacy deserve to shine on their own strength, not in the long shadow of Mayweather.
Making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather, how do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
While many analysts argue over who's greater, Crawford believes comparisons only take away from the uniqueness of every fighter's path. His view still carries respect for Mayweather, but being measured against another man's legacy isn't the way he wants history to define him.
You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never.
Meanwhile, Mayweather walked away undefeated at 50, leaving the sport with one of boxing's most flawless resumes. He conquered champions across 5 different weight classes, showing he could adjust to any opponent's style. His defense was close to untouchable. He dismantled power punchers just as easily as tactical experts. Mayweather was almost never hit clean, turning fights into chess games with razor timing, precise footwork, and calculated counters.
Done shit that Floyd Mayweather ain't done.
Like what?
Like what?
What that don't know.
He is a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd wasn't a one-time undisputed champion. So he has all the belts in one division and then moved up and got all the belts in another division. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of boxing.
Yes, and he beat the man.
Let's give Terence Crawford his flowers because everything he said he was going to do.
After falling by unanimous decision to Crawford, Canelo spoke with raw honesty. At the post-fight press conference, the Mexican icon admitted he threw everything he had at trying to solve Crawford's style, training relentlessly, planning strategies, searching for answers. Yet nothing could break through what Crawford delivered inside the ring. He gave credit to Crawford's all-around brilliance, admitting he truly has everything.
Mayweather stopped Conor McGregor in the 10th round to improve to 50-0 in what he says will be his final fight. I actually believe him this time, Max. What's his legacy?
Well, he's one of the great pure boxers who ever lived. He is never cheated himself. He always was in condition. He had no off nights. That's why he won every fight. It's one of the reasons. Because he's one of the best to ever do it, and because he was always prepared over a very long amateur and pro career. Amazing. Another reason is he carefully selected opponents, knew when and where and when and who to fight, and basically changed the paradigm in boxing. I'll translate. He flipped the script.
Bud, say he's this Hall of Fame fighter, and which he is, but only because of the two-time undisputed. Floyd never won undisputed. But how great is that accomplishment if your resume is weak? Yeah, you won undisputed, but look at the guys you fought and look how you got to that undisputed status. If the shoe was on the other foot, if Bud did all of the heavy lifting and took 3 belts from 3 champions and then went and took Earl's 1 belt, he didn't do no heavy lifting for that second undisputed title. None at all. He beat fucking, who was that, Joe Horn? Who's that guy he beat for that 1?
Ryan Bomac McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, has never hidden his belief that Terence is greater than Mayweather. After Crawford's dominant victory over Canelo, becoming undisputed across 3 divisions, Bomac once again drew comparisons between his fighter and Floyd. He echoed Canelo's words, insisting Crawford is far beyond what Mayweather ever was. To him, it's Crawford's complete arsenal, his defense, his adaptability, his intelligence, that proves Bud has risen past even the brilliance Mayweather showed in his prime.
Compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd.
Shane Sugar Mosley recently spoke out, saying Crawford holds the edge over Mayweather. Mosley praised Crawford as the more complete fighter, pointing to his physical size, longer reach, and his gift of switching between orthodox and southpaw stances. He admitted Mayweather is incredibly talented and one of the all-time greats, but Mosley believes Crawford's versatility and power would ultimately give him the advantage in a dream matchup.
The Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to his coaches, not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. Everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Bob Arum, the veteran promoter who's worked with both Mayweather and Crawford, believes Crawford would actually beat Mayweather in his prime. Arum highlights Crawford's rare ambidexterity. He fights just as sharp orthodox as he does southpaw, shifting stances mid-fight without losing a single beat. That, Arum says, makes him a nightmare to prepare for, because opponents train for one look, and then Crawford suddenly changes the angles. He also points to Crawford's adaptability and ring IQ. Arum has witnessed Crawford dominate across multiple weight classes, adjusting to every style, and believes this mix of versatility, defense, intelligence, and that seamless switching would give Crawford the edge in a mythical showdown against a prime Mayweather or even Canelo.
Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. Like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Oscar De La Hoya has fired back at the talk of Crawford being better than Mayweather, saying Floyd holds the edge both technically and historically. De La Hoya reminded everyone how, when Mayweather fought Canelo, he practically toyed with him, barely taking a clean shot. He painted Mayweather as the master of defense, smart, sharp, precise, while Crawford, he explained, is more of a boxer-fighter mix. And though he respects everything Crawford has accomplished, De La Hoya insists that in a battle of their primes, Mayweather's technical brilliance would carry him to victory.
Why is that?
I think Crawford is the better talent. I think he's a better athlete and a better boxer. And I just think he's going to win that fight. But it's a terrific fight.
Did something change your mind along the way? Did you have Canelo previously and reassessed
No, we never
it?
had Canelo.
No, I meant Canelo winning the fight in a percent. And did you change your mind? Or you always thought Crawford would win.
No, I never even considered it until it became a likelihood that the fight would happen. And once it was announced, I felt that Crawford would win. As a matter of fact, Terence came over to me after a fight that we did, I think with Keyshawn Davis, and I told him, I said, it's a great fight for you. You're going to win that fight.
Why don't you think the weight will slow down his legs, not allow him to...
Because I don't think he's going to put on that kind of weight. Also, I think that Crawford has a rare ability of being ambidextrous and switching from a southpaw to orthodox as the fight goes on, and that's going to befuddle.
Andre Ward, the undefeated champion turned boxing analyst, has also declared that Crawford is the most skilled fighter in the sport today. Ward praised Crawford's ring IQ, adaptability, and defensive mastery, pointing out how, when Crawford steps into the ring, his timing, movement, and sudden shifts in tactics make him almost untouchable. In Ward's eyes, Crawford is the kind of fighter you could bet your house on in any matchup. He believes Crawford has quietly been the best for years now, and that the respect for his polished brilliance is long overdue.
The fight said that Crawford was way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in a fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than...
Max Kellerman has shared a thoughtful perspective when weighing Terence Crawford against Floyd Mayweather. He acknowledged Mayweather's deeper resume, his unmatched speed, defense, and dominance over elite opponents. But he also stressed that Crawford has risen to every challenge placed before him. Kellerman argued that Crawford never shied away from dangerous fights, taking on top-tier opposition throughout his career. In contrast, he noted, Mayweather carefully picked and chose some of his matchups. And in Kellerman's eyes, that difference plays a big role in how people view Crawford's legacy today.
Most skilled fighter today.
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots.
Boots is
Jerron
my favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud. Because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing. About basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So skillful, yes. But this and this, it's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it. But until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying a guy, you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know.
Kellerman also claimed that only Pacquiao and Crawford truly qualify as legitimate four-division champions, leaving Mayweather out under his definition. He explained that titles should only count if they're Ring Magazine or lineal championships. By that standard, Kellerman said, Mayweather's belt win over Canelo at junior middleweight doesn't actually qualify.
Probably in your top 10, maybe even your top 5.
Where do you rank Terence, in your opinion?
I put him in the top 15, maybe the top 10, because he definitely has the skill of a top 5. Just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get, and that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody. That's pretty damn good. Now he proved what we already thought. We just didn't see him against the best opposition near his weight class. See, this is the thing people don't understand. This is what I like about Bud. He reminds me of Roy. We ain't got to have the best opposition in our weight class. We want the best opposition near our weight class.
There's been discussion that maybe, Crawford and Inoue are going back and forth tussling for like pound for pound, that maybe Inoue because of the multiple weight divisions. You're shaking your head no. Tell me why no.
Because Inoue also, when he first moved up, he lost to Donaire. Don't forget that. Bud ain't lost nobody. Moving up or down, he moved up 3 times. He lost nobody. Don't tell me he better than Bud, no.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5 of
No,
all
not
time?
in my book. No,
Not even top
not in my
10?
book. Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5.
10.
He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight, don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand, I know you're a Floyd fan, but here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought him? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further.
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was
Manny
not on his
Pacquiao,
level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And is Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in the boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great.
I
All
agree.
right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them biggest, best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is I'm not going to say who
Because I can't name a person.
I'm not going to say who would have beat Floyd, like I said. I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
Fans are buzzing with anticipation. Some believe Crawford, riding massive momentum after defeating Canelo, would overwhelm Mayweather with his youth, power, and versatility. Others argue Mayweather's legendary defense, experience, and mastery of the ring would still make him.
Because, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Yes.
That makes a difference.
Him a dangerous opponent, even in a comeback. Many see the matchup less as a pure contest and more as a spectacle, the kind of generational clash that sparks endless debate. Either way, social media is alive with predictions, memes, and fiery arguments over who would win.
No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history.
What do you think? Could Mayweather truly stand a chance against Crawford in 2026? Share your thoughts down below.
Well, there you go. Now Floyd Mayweather is saying that there are discussions about him returning for another professional bout. Word on the street is Floyd could be getting paid $250 million. And they're saying the opponent, we're going to be shocked at who it is. Now, let me tell you something. When I started hearing all that, you're going to be shocked. And there are discussions. It sounds like a little bit of taking it to the stupid. But I do believe that taking it to the truth when it comes to Floyd Mayweather returning to the ring for $250 million. That man ain't never seen a dollar that he didn't like. So $250 million, I'm sure they could get him back in the ring to risk that undefeated record. But the thing is, against who? I sure as hell doubt it's Terence Crawford. I don't know, maybe it's Manny Pacquiao.